Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel TNV Academy. Before we begin, let me ask you a simple question. Have you ever bought vegetables from a street vendor, taken an auto or taxi, hired a domestic worker or ordered food from a delivery app? If your answer is yes, then you are already connected to the informal sector. In many developing countries, the informal sector is not a small part of the economy. It is the backbone of everyday life. Yet, it is often ignored in economic discussions. Today's session is designed to change that. We will understand what the informal sector really is, why so many people depend on it, what problems workers face, and how this issue connects to the Sustainable Development Goals, especially SDG 8, which talks about decent work and inclusive economic growth. This session will be simple, practical, and realistic so that anyone can understand why informal employment matters and what can be done about it. Now let's discuss what is the informal sector. The informal sector includes all jobs and businesses that operate outside official rules and systems. These workers usually do not have written contracts, fixed salaries, social security, or legal protection. Their work is real and valuable, but it is not officially recognized. Think about street vendors, construction workers, domestic helpers, agricultural laborers, home-based workers, and small shop owners. They work hard every day, earn income, and support families, but without job security or protection. This is informal employment. Now, why is the informal sector so large in developing countries? In developing countries, formal jobs are simply not enough for everyone. Populations grow faster than industries can create jobs. Rural areas cannot provide sufficient income, so people migrate to cities. Many people lack education or skills needed for formal employment. As a result, people do whatever work they can find to survive. The informal sector becomes a solution for survival, not a choice. It absorbs millions of workers who would otherwise be unemployed. The informal sector as a lifeline for the poor. For millions of families, informal work is the only source of income. It allows people to buy food, send children to school, and manage daily expenses. During economic crises or pandemics, when formal jobs disappear, the informal sector often becomes the first and only option for earning a living. This shows that the informal sector plays a positive role in employment generation, but the quality of that employment remains a serious concern. Now, the harsh reality: working without security or safety. Most informal jobs come with serious challenges. Workers often earn low and irregular incomes. There is no guarantee of work tomorrow. Many work long hours in unsafe conditions without protective equipment. If they fall sick or get injured, they lose income immediately. There is no paid leaves, no health insurance, no pension, and no job security. This makes informal workers extremely vulnerable and keeps them trapped in poverty. Now, why informal work is not decent work? According to SDG 8, work should be productive, fairly paid, safe, and dignified. Unfortunately, most informed jobs fail to meet these standards. Informal workers are often exploited, underpaid, and ignored by labor laws. This does not mean informal workers are unimportant. It means the system has failed them. Achieving SDG 8 is impossible unless informal employment is improved and protected. Now, women and informal employment. Double burden. Women form a large share of the informal workforce. Many women work as domestic helpers, home-based producers, or street vendors. These jobs offer flexibility, which helps them manage household responsibilities, but they also come with low pay and no security. Women in the informal sector often face discrimination, harassment, and wage inequality. Improving informal employment is essential for gender equality and women's empowerment. Now, youth in the informal sector. Lost potential. Young people often enter the labor market through informal jobs because they lack experience or access to formal opportunities. While informal work provides income, it rarely offers skill development or career growth. This leads to long-term problems such as underemployment, low wages, and frustration. Investing in education, skills, and decent job creation for youth is critical for sustainable economic growth. Now, migrants and informal work. No choice but risk. Migrants, especially rural and cross-border migrants, heavily depend on informal employment. Without documents, local networks, or legal protection, they are forced into low-paid and unsafe jobs. While informal work helps migrants survive, it also exposes them to exploitation and abuse. Protecting migrant workers is a key challenge under the SDGs. Now, low productivity, a hidden problem. Most informal enterprises operate with minimal tools, outdated methods, and limited capital. They lack access to loans, training, and technology. This keeps productivity low and incomes stagnant. Low productivity means workers must work longer hours to earn less. Improving productivity through skills, finance, and technology can transform informal work into better livelihoods. Now, no social protection, one crisis away from poverty. Informal workers live one accident, illness, or crisis away from poverty. Without insurance or savings, even small shocks can destroy livelihoods. This vulnerability affects not only workers but also entire families. Extending social protection to informal workers is essential for economic security and inclusive growth. Now, how informality links to SDG 8. SDG 8 promotes decent work for all. This goal cannot be achieved without addressing informal employment. Formalizing jobs, improving working conditions, ensuring fair wages, and protecting workers' rights are central to SDG 8. Ignoring informal workers means ignoring the majority of the workforce in developing countries. Now, formalization, not punishment but support. Formalization means bringing informal workers into the formal system with benefits, not penalties. It includes registration, legal protection, access to finance, training, and social security. Formalization should be gradual, flexible, and supportive, respecting the realities of informal workers. Now, role of education and skills. Education and skills are the strongest tools for reducing informality. Skilled workers have better chances of formal employment and higher incomes. Training improves productivity and confidence. Lifelong learning helps workers adapt to changing economies and new job opportunities. Now, government's responsibility. Governments must simplify registration, reduce bureaucracy, expand social protection, and enforce labor laws fairly. Policies should focus on inclusion, not exclusion. Investment in education, infrastructure, and small businesses reduces dependence on informal work. Now, role of businesses and society. Businesses can support informal workers through ethical supply chains, fair wages, and skill development. Consumers can support ethical practices by choosing responsible products and services. Everyone has a role in promoting decent work. Now, have a look on the future of informal employment. Informality will not disappear overnight. Digital platforms are creating new forms of informal employment. Policies must adapt to protect workers in these changing conditions. Let us end with a powerful thought. Informal workers are not invisible and they are not unimportant. They are workers, parents, contributors, and citizens. Achieving SDG 8 means transforming informal employment from a struggle for survival into a path toward dignity, security, and growth. When we protect informal workers, we strengthen economies and societies. Thank you for being part of this discussion. Share this knowledge, raise awareness, and support policies that promote decent work for all. Thanks for watching this session, and I, Akanksha Mishra, will see you in the next episode of TNV Academy. Until then, like, share, and subscribe TNV for more such informative content.